Hey everybody, so we bought a boat. That was the reason there was no Feel Good Friday, because now it's going to be a Super Saturday. So Super Saturday, yeah. So after work yesterday, I was jumping around, getting some insurance online, getting the mechanic lined up for a couple things we need to fix here and there. And so we're going to do a little video series to, go with people what we encountered on buying a boat, how we went about our process that may help you if you're buying your boat for the first time. This isn't our first boat. This would be our second boat, but this is the first one that would be like a floating studio apartment. Got a galley, marine head, shower, and all that good stuff in it. So we'll post some pictures and videos, and you'll see this video is going to be a little longer, but it's going to have some good information in it about what to do, where to go, what to look for, the importance of having a survey and a mechanical inspection, that kind of stuff like that. So hope you enjoy this video. One of the things we did when making our decision was watch lots and lots and lots of videos. Lots and lots and lots of videos on YouTube about what kind of boats they were. Initially, we thought sailboat would be the key because we could buy a bigger sailboat for a lesser price than you can the equivalent size of a motorboat. But one of the things you need to go do that we did was just go get on boats, right? We watched all the videos we could, and everything looked cool, but until you actually stand in one and see the layout and the footprint, you really don't know if you're going to like that kind of thing or not. So we went and stood in a sailboat, and it was nice, it was cool. But the thing is, the sailboat has got a lot of moving parts, and we are not a lot of moving parts kind of people. We would much rather turn the key and just go. So after staying on a bunch of those and looking at that and looking at prices, we watched even more videos and more stuff and looked around, walked the docks, drove around marinas, and this whole thing took about maybe 2 years before I think this summer makes 2 years before we actually landed on a narrow category. There are different categories to take a look at. There's sailboats, of course, and then there's your trawlers, your motor yachts, your express cruisers, that kind of stuff. And what we decided on was just something that we could ride up and down the waterway and maybe go out in the ocean with as a boat. And when it's at the dock, use it as an apartment. Got a little microwave, TV in it, something to get. It's called a weekender, and that's what we looked at. So that was one of our biggest influences as far as money versus space. And the other thing you need to do too is talk to people. Call people. Even, I hate to say it like this, but even if you're not interested in buying that boat, go rule it out. And with this last boat, that's kind of what we went to go do, was just go see would this smaller size fit us. And as soon as we got on board, we were ready to make an offer. We just knew right away that was kind of cool for us. So that's definitely one thing to do. Also, another thing you want to make sure you do is pray. And all things glorify God, especially your purchases that are big like this and your small ones. Always give glory where it's supposed to go. All right, we are on our way to look at our boat we just got. So another thing you want to think about is where you're going to put your boat. That's one of the biggest obstacles we ran into, trying to find some place to put one when we were interested in a couple different ones. But, this boatyard wouldn't take it until we found a slip, and this particular marina was full. So you need to look at two things when you're getting your boat right off the bat. One, where you're going to put it, and then start moving on your insurance, because that can hang you up. They may want a safety course. They may want proof of your seamanship or, whatever you've done on the water in your past. So you got to have all that stuff lined up when you're ready to go. So find a place to put it and get your insurance.